What surprised me the most about Indigo, and specifically Dr. Snejana, was that she really cared about me as a human being and believed in me. A lot of doctors beforehand had just, kind of dismissed me and called me crazy and you're young, you should be healthy. And she didn't look at me that way. She really looked at me in terms of, well, you're a human being and I want you to thrive. And also she looked at the lab work and she read it and gave me reassurance that it was not all in my head, that I was actually sick. She really cared about me as a whole human being. Hi, I'm Jenna Escobar. I'm a stay-at-home mom and I live in Stafford, Virginia. Before working with Indigo, my health was rocky at best. It always felt like I was climbing an uphill battle and never really finding answers as to what was truly wrong with me. I had been in and out of so many different types of doctors' offices and never really got an answer that fixed the problems that I was looking to fix. It was really frustrating. So what made me say yes to working with Indigo was that they were a Lyme literate doctor, and specifically Snejana had certain certifications and qualifications to work with chronic Lyme patients. I had been recommended to Indigo by somebody else who had a similar journey with Lyme disease, who had been misdiagnosed for years on end and was just at her wit's end, and she said, you need to go to your closest Lyme literate doctor, and I looked up Indigo and they were the most highly recommended. If there's anything that would have prevented me from working with Indigo, it would have been the cost of the Lyme treatment itself. However, I knew it was necessary to get me to where I needed to be, so no matter the cost of it, I decided that it was going to be provided for, and one way or another it was. The health benefits that I've seen with working with Indigo are not only a decrease in my Lyme bacteria levels, but also an increase in energy, an increase in functionality in my life. I was so limited in what I could do before reaching Indigo. Because of the Lyme disease, I could not really even take care of myself, let alone my children. And now I'm not at 100%, but I'm definitely way better than what I was before and able to function like in everyday life. I have a 2-year-old and a 4-year-old, and I was basically paralyzed. I could not walk, couldn't get up and down the stairs, and I had been to every emergency room, been to every type of regular doctor, every type of naturopathic doctor, and they were like, it's all in your head, you just are going to live in a psych ward the rest of your life. And it was terrible because I couldn't walk and was having panic attacks. And so they were just like, you're just crazy. It's just the stress of being a mom. And I was like, I can't move my legs. I can't even feel them. Slowly my health has deteriorated since I was a teenager to an adult. And it was always putting pieces together. What I'm able to do now that I wasn't before working with Indigo includes many things. With my Lyme disease, I wasn't really able to function and do day-to-day tasks and take care of myself and my kids. And now I can do both. I can take care of myself and my health and my kids. Before I could not even walk up a flight of stairs, and now I'm walking around the block with my kids, taking them to the park, and even starting doing some yoga. I'm excited to get back to exercising. What makes Indigo Health Clinic and Snejana and Dr. Isabel different than other doctors I've worked with in the past is I really feel that they pay personal attention to not only your symptoms and get to the root of what is actually causing them, but then they go as far as to understand what your current life circumstances are to help you move forward in a way that works for you. Being a stay-at-home mom, but also chronically ill, are two things that don't really go hand in hand. You can't function. So they did a lot to help me to rework my daily routine so that I could get better, but also work towards my goal of being able to take care of my kids again. I would definitely recommend Indigo Health Clinic to any friend or family who's struggling. Truly, it doesn't have to be just Lyme disease. It could be any array of diseases, whether that's infectious diseases or chronic or whatever. Snejana and Dr. Isabel are so well versed in so many protocols of helping people in the ways that they need that I could really feel comfortable recommending them to anyone, despite the type of health issue that they're having.